a little more.
Okay, sure.
I hear it. Okay. False alarm. Is it? Were you giving it to me only in the center wedge for a second?
Right now it is.
Give it to me just in that center so that we can make sure that that was not a weird thing that just happened. Hey, hey, ooh, ooh. I mean, there's not a lot of, well, there's not a lot of low mids probably because I cut them because I hate them in a wedge.
Okay, right now it is only going to center wedge.
Yep. Yeah, I hear it. It sounds, it's pretty honky, but
Honky as in like.
I mean, it sounds
Okay.
good. It sounds really good for a wedge. Like, it's all the things you want to hear.
Gotcha. talk to me.
It does, but I wasn't plugged in yet. So are you getting a buzz?
Okay, let me check now. Yeah, that was it. You just weren't plugged in. Sorry, I thought you were already plugged in.
Yeah, no, all good. Hey, hey. It should be good. Check, 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 checking it out. Check, 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 checking it out.
It's beautiful. Can you keep going?
Yeah, I'll keep going. Are you doing...
Some of that center wedge.
Yeah. Give me some monitor, please. I will. That's good right there. Yeah.
Just kind of like, yeah, I just want to hear that. You just having your. We want to make sure it's not going to feed back.
Yeah, I got you. I'll give you max capacity.
Lovely. How's your center vocal level with your?
Check, 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 check it. I could use a little bit more of the vocal. Check, 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 checking it out. Check, check, checking it out. Check, 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 checking it out. I think that's good. Just can you give me just like that much more of it? Check, 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 checking it out. Ooh. Check, 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 checking it out. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's good, man. Perfect.
Are you going to want his vocal in your wedge?
No, it'd be separate mixes. If I
Separate
can
mixes.
just get my vocal.
Absolutely.
10, 11, 12. Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Throwback.
It sounds good. It's either that or the Jeffersons theme song. Those are my favorite sound checks.
I don't even know what time signature that thing's in.
Well, can you shift that way also? I could shift this way right here. Is that good? Yeah. Okay. Hey.
Yeah,
Check,
just
check.
a little bit, just want to get a live CQ on your.
Everything?
Yeah. Slow down, mister, there's a long way to go. Hold on, sister, there's some forks in the road. I got a feeling that if we travel slow, get on down to New Mexico. Get on down to New Mexico.
Just a touch more in this monitor. Touch, touch, touch.
You go.
Thank you.
Try again.
Yay!
Slow down, mister, there's a long way to go. Hold on, sister, there's some forks in the road. I got a feeling that if we travel slow, get on down to New Mexico.
You good?
Good, thank you.
I think we're good. Yeah, you know, the only thing, this guitar, actually, you know what? I'm going to do this real quick.
Change an EQ.
I'm just going to bump it a hair like that. Let's see what, touch and a little more bass. So tell me what this does.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cutting bass in the mains of your guitar, do you feel like you're missing some? Is the question.
A little bit.
Okay.
But I gave myself a little here, and that was fine.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
good. Yeah, it's fine.
Lovely. All right. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Chicka, hey. Hey, man. You guys don't have an extra guitar stand floating around, do you? In the side there?
I got to check. I'm
All
not
right.
sure.
If you do, I'll use it. If not, I'll just put it back in its case.
Okay.
Oh, you got one? He's got one. Somebody said.
1, 2, check. Can you guys hear me? Tommy doesn't know, but I got the softest voice in Ireland and the guitars drown me out completely. Now you know all my secrets. Okay, so we're going to sound check with one of the songs from the new album, just a little bit of it, as Rick says. It was written for the man who's back in Princeton dealing with the flooded basement and the no power, which is why I'm arriving right now. This is sound check. Better late than never.
Whenever you're ready.
Hey darling, falling for your charms. Will you keep me safe from harm? You're funny to make up lost time. I am yours and you know you are mine. Hey baby, took so long to find your crazy heart and your brilliant mind. So maybe we'll make up lost time. I am yours and you know you are mine. You're my one true love from heaven above, my bright north star, still raising the bar. You're my closest friend, my world till it ends. You answered my call, you stayed through it all. My rock, my soft place to fall. Okay, hang on. So listen, Tommy, I don't know if you can do anything about this, but the drums are really loud and I can't hear myself.
Yeah, I can give you more on your wedge.
Okay.
Baines, can you give David the whole band in the drum monitor?
In the drum monitor?
Yeah.
Sure.
And I'm sorry. And we can probably use a little bit more guitar and bass in the monitors.
And yours?
Lainey can't. She's having trouble hearing her bass a
Cool.
little
You need
bit.
bass and guitar.
And maybe in this right where you on that right. Rick needs more. Apparently, we need more band in. We need all more of the band in the monitor.
So let's start by giving a big shout out to our sound guy that I haven't met yet, Baines. Thank you so much. Sorry, we're a bit scattered. That's how the Shanakees roll. I apologize.
How's guitar levels for you?
If we get a chance, run the chorus again, John. We should run the chorus again. After Hey Darling, yeah. Okay, Baines, we're just going to run the chorus of that song one more time just to see where we are. Thank you. Thank you so much.
He doesn't hear anything.
He doesn't hear Helen in his mic in his monitor.
Drum wedge?
Drum wedge. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just push it a little further. Helen, can you talk in your mic?
Check 1, 2, check. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I have her in there.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. 1 second.
And I hope everybody got their live stream link. We were still sending them in the car 5 minutes ago. So I know you can see. I thought she was coming. Okay. I'll do that shortly. But everybody else should have had their link, and I know you can see us all here. Everything starts late in Ireland, so it's normal for all the ones at home. Rick, don't be saying bad words. Okay, Baines, tell us whenever you're ready for us to have a
Yes,
go.
just talk a little bit more, and I want to see
Okay.
if it's comfortable for your drummer.
Okay, so I'm going to talk away here. I'm going to first of all say,
He's giving me a thumbs up.
okay, perfect. So can we just run the chorus and then I'll get out of your way?
Sure.
You're my one true love from heaven above, my bright north star, still raising the bar. You're my closest friend, my world till it ends. You answered my call, you stayed through it, my rock and my soft place to fall. Okay, is that sounding okay to you, Baines?
I want to dial in just a little bit more. So can you just do one more run through that?
Okay, let's do the verse.
Sure.
Hey darling, when you passed your child, you knew I'd keep you safe from harm. You're learning to embrace the calm now that you found your home in my arms. Oh baby, took so long to find your crazy heart and your brilliant mind. So maybe we'll make up lost time. I am yours, you know you are mine. You're my one true love from heaven above, my bright north star, still raising the bar. You're my closest friend, my world till it ends. You answered my call, you stayed through it all, my rock and my soft place to fall.
That's much better for me.
It sounds good to me. I think
Stage, so
John
little
has
bit
a
more
quick.
acoustic guitar in the
Acoustic guitar and the drum wedge.
I think
Center wedge. Good.
Are we all okay, guys?
Can we just do a quick vocal mic check for the guitarist?
Okay, yep. Hello.
This one, yeah.
1, 2, yep.
Can
Check.
you hear yourself? in
Checking,
that,
yep.
that wedge?
Yes, I can hear myself good in the wedge. Thank
Beautiful. Okay. And yeah, keyboard as well.
Okay.
6 6 6 6 on a Sunday. The Lord knows. 1 2. Okay.
Can you hear yourself?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Baines.
Thank you.
They're as good as they're going to get now. Thank you so much.
Love it.
Okay.
Just strum. Just 1 second.
All right, what do you need?
Yeah.
We're good? Thank you. No worries. Yeah, if you feel like you need anything mid-set, just point to it, and then up or down, I'll get it.
Rick, I'm gonna watch you play, but I have to go fix my hair first.
I don't care whether you watch me or not. Don't be such an Irish. You know, this is almost suicidal. the 7 kids. Hey, don't touch me, you're pregnant. Oh, Danny Coleman, you're getting old, Danny Coleman. He's just only working. I'm losing my job. At the hospital. How old are you? 58. Oh, shit, but I refuse to get the shot and make it mandatory. Can they do that? I mean, I know they're doing it. Legally, yes. A bunch of hospitals have tried to fight it. We got 40% of us are on the Anything you want me to say? Or whatever you feel. Whatever comes to mind. Usual banter. CD is know your enough, right? Yeah, 75,000 posts. I don't know. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, everybody. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. It is fantastic to be back in Asbury Park. I am Danny Coleman. I am the host of Rock On Radio, Sunday nights on coaradio.com, and the host of Danny Coleman's Got the Blues, Monday nights out of Mercer County Community College and here in Toms River on a couple of different FM stations and on jazzon2.org. And I am honored to be doing this for Helen. So let's hear it for Helen. I'm not even, that's it. Go ahead. It is so nice to walk in here and see so many familiar places. I mean, I have not been here like the rest of us in quite a long time, and it just feels great to be back on stage. So thank you, and welcome to the Know You're Enough CD release party here from the Saint in Asbury Park. First up, we have a gentleman that I am proud to call a friend, a gentleman that I have shared a stage with, a lot of jokes, some funny times, maybe some not so funny times, but he was Pat Denizio of the Smithereens' right-hand man. He's done his own original thing. He's one of the most talented musicians and songwriters I know. Please welcome Rick Winnow to the stage. All right. Gonna do a couple originals. This first one's a song I actually did on the Uncle Floyd show with a band in 1981. Maybe some of you weren't around then, but who knows? All right. It's called Who Do You Love?
Lots of flashing in this eastern town. My head's still spinning from you. The way you treat me, dog's got me upside down. Gotta pull away real soon. Would you tell me, baby, that you still love me? And I'll sit here and listen to you. Though my body's happy, my mind's alright. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Won't you tell me who's your lover? Is it somebody else, or maybe, honey, could it be me? Yeah, who do you love? Who do you love? We're sitting close together, but as close as can be. You never seem to complain, and you start making love and everything is gone. Covers up all the pain. When you look into my eyes, tell me, darling, what do you think you see? All you're looking for, no for from some years gone by. Just plain looking for me. Won't you tell me who's your lover? Is it somebody else? Or maybe, honey, could it be me? Well, yeah. Lights are flashing in a eastern town. My head's still spinning from you. The way you treat me, dog's got me upside down. Gotta pull away real soon. Would you tell me, baby, that you still love me? And I'll sit here listening to you. Though my body's happy, mind's right. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Won't you tell me who's your lover? Is it somebody else? Or maybe, honey, could it be me? Well, yeah, who do you love, mama? Who do you love? Who do you love, yeah, baby? Who do you love? Who do you love, yeah, mama? Who do you love?
Oh, thanks so much. All right, this next song is an old love song I wrote. For those that know me, it's hard to believe I write life songs, right? I lost my mom in December, and she loved this song, and she used to start crying every time I played it. So I asked her, I said, Mom, how come you cry when I do this song? She goes, because I love it and it's beautiful. So, Mom, this is for you. Love you.
Day after day as time goes on, the seasons they change one by one. Your eyes stay with me through the years like the sun. It's not just the things you say that make me want you more and more. It's not just the way you hold me when I come through the door. Guess I'm just falling in love with you once more, falling in love again with you. Some moments they may seem cloudy, and some nights they may be cold, but lady, oh, that could never bother me, 'cause I have you to hold. Guess I'm just falling in love with you once more, falling in love again with you. Down, down, do that, da da do 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 do. Down, down, do 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 do. Guess I'm just falling falling in love with you once more, falling in love again with you. Guess I'm just falling in love with you, it's for sure. Falling in love again with you. With you. With you. With you.
Oh, thanks so much. Appreciate it. All right, so in me youth, because I got to start turning Irish now very soon. I assume my other personality of Fergus. We used to travel down to Seaside and watch the girls on the boardwalk, and this song is about that.
I was sitting last night out on the boardwalk in my t-shirt and jeans, just watching the girls walk. And as she walked on down, couldn't help but notice what the girl was doing to me. Lady, girl, I think I love you. You're making me crazy. Oh, you're making my legs shake. 'Cause you're here, you're looking so fine tonight. As she walked on down, couldn't believe what I was seeing. As she said, honey, let's party. Though I thought I was dreaming, but as she kissed me slowly, couldn't help but notice what the girl was doing to me. Lady, girl, I think I love you. Well, the one above you, you're making me crazy. Oh, you're making my legs shake. 'Cause you're here and you're looking so fine tonight. You're making me crazy. Oh, you're making my legs shake. 'Cause you're here, you're looking so fine tonight. I said that, lady, girl, I think I love you. I said, now, baby, ain't no woman above you, no.
Thanks so much. And we're going to continue with the show now. So stick around. I got to change my shirt.
All right, let's hear it for Rick Winnow.
Oh, thank you, Danny. It's a fine day to be Irish.
He's suddenly Irish. We all want to be Irish today. That's it. Well, we've got a little bit of time before our next act, Mike Montre with Jen Augustine, come up on the stage. You know, it's always interesting since this is Helen O'Shea's gig here today. It's always interesting to I look back on some of my Helen stories. Now she runs this event for she raises money for a camp called Camp Moore that helps handicapped and underprivileged kids go to camp for a summer. Special needs children go to camp. So she asked me to MC one of these events for her. And she asked my producer, Claire Henwood from Rock On Radio, to come to the event as well, because apparently she felt that I needed a handler. She didn't trust me, Shirley. Could you believe that? She's, I can't have you coming there and going to the bar and drinking all the Jameson around. So we go there, and I do not have a drink whatsoever. So Helen says to me, right before it's about to start, she comes over and she says, let's go. We're going to the bar. I need a Jameson. Right? Then she proceeds to slap a fifth in front of me. Now, wait a minute. Why do I need the handler, right? But that's Helen. She tells me no, and then she just breaks her own rules. And there are no rules here today for Helen. So sit back, talk amongst yourselves, because Mike Montre and Jen Augustine are coming right up. Thank you. Just for this one. We'll MC over here. Hey, you know, tonight, we're also on Facebook Live, right, Tommy? We got a Facebook Live going on? YouTube. All right, YouTube, even better. So let's let everybody at home hear how happy we are to be here. Ah! YouTube. Gosh. Camera adds 10 pounds, right? Or 50 in some cases.
That's what I tell myself.
That's all right. Last time I left Mike Montre was on stage at the Sourland Mountains Festival, and you were in the process of or just came out with his new CD called In the Middle of Hope. We're still riding that wave. You got a tour coming up. You've got all kinds of things going on. He's got the beautiful Miss Jen Augustine next to him. Please welcome Mike Montre and Jen Augustine.
Slow down, mister, there's a long way to go. Hold on, sister, there's some forks in the road. I got a feeling that if we travel slow, get on down to New Mexico. Get on down to New Mexico. I've been dealing in heartache and pain. And I've been drinking just to wash it all away. And I've been looking for a new way to go. I've been holding on for far too long. You always take what you're given and don't ask for more. And then you hang on to your things and leave them by the door. Slow down, mister, there's a long way to go. Hold on, sister, there's some forks in the road. I got a feeling that if we travel slow, get on down to New Mexico. Get on down to New Mexico. You always take what you're given and don't ask for more. And then you hang on to your things and leave them by the door. Slow down, mister, there's a long way to go. Hold on, sister, there's some forks in the road. I got a feeling that if we travel slow, we'll get on down to a New Mexico. Get on down to New Mexico. Get on down. Get on down. Get on, get on, get on down. Get on down.
All right. Thank you, guys. Hey, give it up for Rick Winikowski, who just played a great set of music for you guys as well. And Helen Oshea, who's coming up with some great music for you guys as well. Thanks for having us. I wrote a letter from the county jail I told him I wasn't gonna make bail. I sent a postcard to all of my friends. I told him I ain't making amends. I think about you all the time. I think about the river and how it unwinds. I took a rose thorn, scraped it across my wrist. Watched as the blood just pooled and dripped. I poured a candle all over my skin. Watched as the wax just started to spin. I think about you all the time. I think about the river and how it unwinds. Tell me you love me or tell me you don't. Take me to bed or leave me alone. I don't care what you've been through. I'm getting old, now how about you? Tell me you love me or tell me you don't. Take me to bed or leave me alone. I don't care what you've been through. I'm getting old, now how about you? I think about you all the time. I think about the river and how it tell me you love me or tell me you don't. Take me to bed and leave me alone. I don't care what you've been through. I'm getting old, now how about you? Tell me you love me or tell me you don't. Tell me you love me or tell me you don't. Tell me you love me or tell me you don't. Tell me you love me or tell me you don't. I think about you all the time. I think about the river and how it unwinds. Thanks, guys. Thank you, thank you. Those two songs are off our most recent record. I hope you like it. Staggered back and forth along the lonely, empty shore. And as the darkness came, we shuffled in the moon's parade. A metaphor for all the times that we've been down before. Consideration for the things that we might find in store for us. Hidden in a blanket full of dust. Shut the cabinets, close the windows and the cellar door. Asked me twice if I might find some time to give some more. I need some space to let my heart spread out across the floor. I need a window to jump out of when I must. Land me in a blanket full of dust. Hold me again
Cover me with rain. Smile at me, please, when I appear to be insane. Stand by my side and offer me your trust. Lay it out before me in a blanket full of dust. So can you hear me now? I'm screaming with my voice worn down. My soul is tired, but it's full of hope and leaps and bounds. I need a railing to hold on to before I hit the ground. I need a chisel and some sandpaper to scrape away the rust. Staggered towards my blanket full of dust. Hold me again, cover me with rain. Smile at me, please, when I appear to be insane. Stand by my side and offer me your trust. And lay it out before me in a blanket full of dust. Hold me again, cover me with rain. Smile at me, please, when I appear to be insane. Stand by my side and offer me your trust. And lay it out before me in a blanket full of hold me again, cover me with rain. Smile at me, please, when I appear to be insane. Stand by my side and offer me your trust. And lay it out before me in a blanket full of dust. Hold me again, cover me with rain. Smile at me, please, when I appear to be insane. Stand by my side and offer me your trust. Lay it out before me in a blanket full of dust. In a blanket full of dust.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, thank you. Hey, can I get you guys' attention in the back for a second? I want to say something about the Saint, and just give me 1 second if you guys could just bring it down for 1 second, and then you could start
I know, but
talking.
everybody's really excited to see everybody else because, like, COVID, right? We haven't seen anybody in forever. But we are all here to hear music, right?
At the Saint,
Everybody
of
here,
all places,
and
yes.
the Saint provides that for you every time. I mean, this is a room that is focused on the musicians. It's not just a place to gather and drink and have fun with your friends. It's a place to really experience the community of musicians that is Asbury Park and is New Jersey. And Scott has provided, I don't know, for both of us many times over that experience. And it's just as important for us as it is for you, right? That back and forth, that
And this is the
connection.
first show back at the Saint. So let's give it up for the Saint, ladies and gentlemen. And if we're gonna play a song that's kind of quiet, it's hard to do. It's hard to do that way. I mean, we don't have to, you know. Danny could come up and play the drums. I know Danny plays the drums. He does. That's no bullshit. No, but
So,
thanks.
yeah, for one song, we can just bring it down, you know?
We're gonna
and
do a
maybe-
quiet one. We're gonna do a quiet one, if it's okay.
It's important for us. Matters to us, and I hope it matters to you.
So you were raised to see color in the dark. So you were brought up to be you. And you listened to the old man from the bar, and his words to you rang true. began to take this shape. A tiny bubble, tiny you. But then the world showed up to deal you space, and you didn't know what to do. So forget your statues and your saints. Forget your building blocks, they've all been rearranged. Go out and find yourself brand new. It's the least that you can do. It's the least that we can do. No one told you how to make love in the dark. No one told you how to cry. No one told you that the sun always comes up. You didn't have to ask why. Inside your heart you know a man is just a man, and that a river runs through all the oppression and the violence and the hate. You just don't know what to do. So forget your statues and your saints. Forget your building blocks, they've all been rearranged. Go out and find yourself brand new. It's the least that you can do. It's the least that we can do. We will carry you through. We will carry you through. So forget your statues and your saints. Forget your building blocks, they've all been rearranged. Go out and find yourself brand new. It's the least that you can do. Forget your statues and your saints. Forget your building blocks, they've all been rearranged. Go out and find yourself brand new. It's the least that you can do. It's the least that you can do. It's the least that we can do. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We're going to do one more song, and then Helen Oshea and the Shanakees are going to rock this joint out. Let's give it up for them one time.
Thank you, Helen. Helen is such a supporter of us and our music, and that matters so much. So much in this community. So thank you, Helen.
Light a flame, go start anew. Your only access was a riddle, not a clue. You left me standing in the dark, holding my head in my hands without a spark. Whoa,
up there in the sky. The realization that it all just passes by. Screaming out now into the void. I know you hear me, there's just some things you can't avoid. You keep that window closed for rain. Always ready for the doom impending pain. But you left your dreams outside to rot. Like it or not. So grab your pitchfork and your spade and dig a tunnel to the place where you escape from all the things you should have done. Or you just run. Light a flame, go start anew. Just remember that your past will follow you. Next time you can sense the rain, try and keep your windows open to wash away the pain. 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 Thank you guys so much. That's Jen Augustine. My name is Mike Montre. Thank you to Helen Oshea, Scott Stanford, Danny Coleman, Rick Winikowski. You guys have a great day.
Hello. There we go. All right. Cheer for Mike Montre and Jen Augustine. All right. we're getting ready for the big event, right? Are we ready for the big event? That doesn't sound too ready. Come on. Ah, jeez. That's weak. 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 That's right. I'm letting them know. I don't screw around. In case those of you who walked in may not know me, consider yourselves lucky, or at least some people do. I am Danny Coleman. I'm the host of Rock on Radio. And yes, I'm in the middle of something here. You see that lady? Helen Oshea, everybody. Hey! Thank you very much. I am the host of Rock on Radio, Sunday nights, 7 o'clock, COARadio.com, and Danny Coleman's Got the Blues, Monday evenings on WWFM 89.1 HD2 out of Trenton, WWNJ 91.1 HD2 out of Toms River, and online at Jazz on 2, the number 2, jazzon2.org. But if for some reason you're curious to find out more about me, you can go to DCROR.com, and you can see all the stuff I have going on there. So, again, I am very honored and flattered to be asked to MC this event for Helen. And she just informed me that it's going to be very secretive. We're going to close the curtain. So, talk amongst yourselves. Grab a beer, grab a shot, grab a mixed drink. Helen will be up in about 15 minutes to rock on.
Everybody, what you doing Sunday? Maybe sipping the Coca-Cola with me, babe. Oh yeah, honey body, yeah. 'Cause everybody wants a honey body Sunday. Mama said it'll grow the trees easy. My hands down on the ground, begging you to please, honey body.
Although I'm lonely, I'll sweep up the place. I'll go in early and I'll come home late. And one thing I never forget is a face. And you keep me around. You keep me around. Although I'm sad, I know I'm getting away. You said and you wonder how long I'm gonna stay, while I show you the rainbow in all shades of gray. Well, you keep me around. You keep me around. Although I'm faint and I might be blind, but I'm the one's gonna keep towing the line, and you land on your feet almost every time. And you keep me around. sad and lonely, they go and come. You think you don't need 'em, but you gotta have some. Try asking the dark where the light comes from. Hello, I'm fate, and I might be blind, but I'm the one that's gonna keep towing the line, and you land on your feet almost every time. And you keep me around. 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 Keep me around. You keep me around.
stars in the window, drenched in golden light.
I was huddled in a doorway, fighting off a trance, with my back pulled to my chest. She asked me if I was waiting for something. I said the answer 1,000 times over was yes. Well, here I am, oh, a shadow of me. Oh, but you gotta try. My heart runs free. I was a used shoe salesman, and I was working the graveyard shift. I was listening for the bell on the door when you'd walk in. I was living in the weeds somewheres, and I was breathing through a straw in the swamp. And I was gasping for air, wondering what it was for. But I've a child now, and she's better than me. Oh, but deep down inside, won't she makes the same mistakes as me? But sometimes love is all it's supposed to be. But it can break you. Remember, take care of your heart and cry. Oh, and somehow we'll survive for another day by picking up our feet. And I was wandering around in the streets somewhere outside of Eden. She came down and let me in, and then she left for the light. And I was creeping through the brush and the shadows, man, I was scared for my life. But I am saved now. Somebody died for my sins, and I'm so glad it wasn't me. Sometimes love is not such a crazy thing, but it can break you. Remember, take care of your heart and cry. Oh, and somehow we'll survive for another day. Oh, just for another day. Not by walking away. Not staying.
Happiness Jones, my friend. Happiness Jones. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, we're happy, 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 happiness Jones. Happy, 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 happiness Jones. Yeah, happy, 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 happiness Jones. I'm not sick. I'm not alone. Yeah, we all got it. Happiness Jones. Well, happy, 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 happy.
Oh, pour me another drink and punch me in the face. You can call me Nancy. Every man wears a symbol, and I know I have mine. I've got my right hand stamped in the concentration camp where my organ screams, slow down, man. Hours unknown, milk and honey flow, just a couple states below.
Woo! That's right. Let's hear it. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. I'm going to keep this brief, but I'm going to tell you a little story. Not one of Helen's stories, but one of my stories. Okay? Today, my son, who when he was 12, I couldn't get to get the mail out of the mailbox, which hung on our front porch next to the door. Oh, Dad, really? Okay. Today, my son ran about his 40th triathlon, New Jersey State triathlon, in this heat. And he finishes. He doesn't win, but he finishes, and he does very well. And when he decided to dedicate himself to running and took that up, he lost about 70 pounds, and he became a triathlete. He's done half Ironmans in Syracuse. He's done runs in Nashville. He's done these things because he developed a passion. Now, if you look up the definition of passion, the word sacrifice will come in there at some point somewhere. People like Helen, Mike Montre, Rick Winnow, and all these musicians you see on stage, at some point in their life, they sacrificed for their craft. It became their passion. Now, as long as I've known Helen, she has been passionate about her music. So, it gives me great pride to introduce Helen Oshea and the Shanakees and the Know You're Enough release party.
So the one day I try to put on makeup, he makes me cry before I even take the mic. We can't thank Danny Coleman enough, not just for being here today to try to keep us all in line, But he is the darling of every musician in New Jersey and beyond. He really is the biggest supporter that we have out there. Everything new that comes out goes on Rock On Radio. So if you really want to know what's happening and new and not old stuff, tune in every Sunday night at 7 p.m. You will laugh your head off, and he's just a brilliant host. So give it up for our friend, Danny Jemison Coleman. So we've had a few wrinkles with the live stream. We hope everybody has the correct link now. Everyone who knows me knows how tech challenged I am. So thanks a million to Tommy McMuffin for making all this happen today. Thanks for Baines on sound. And a huge, massive thank you to the hero of the day, who is Scott Stamper at the Saint. Please give him a big round of applause. The Saint is probably the most legendary music venue in Asbury Park, and those of you tuning in from Ireland know that I fell in love with Asbury Park because of Bruce Springsteen way back in the day. So to come full circle and be on stage here in Asbury Park today is quite moving. But what you need to know about Scott and Meg is that there was a dark time during the pandemic when it looked like the Saint wasn't going to make it through. And every musician in the Northeast was terrified, because this is like a second home for us. And somehow they got a benefactor, managed to carry it through the pandemic. Today is their first day back with live shows, and we are going to party on until we all die. So big round of applause for the Saint. And now back to you, the audience, because the rest of the day is all about you here live with us. Thanks so much for coming out on such a roaster. And to all of those of you watching from home. We're going to start, even though we have a bunch of new songs for you, we're going to start with something familiar. And this happens to be the one that everybody seems to like the best. It's a song that I wrote for my wonderful son, Luke O'Shea, who's here today, came all the way back from Boston in the storm last night. Luke is the boy who made me a mom. I'm so proud of him. I love him to bits. Here's All That You Do.
Hold my hand. One day you would fly away to take your stand. As I watched you come to life through the glass, on the side beaming with pride, time flew past. Once upon a time I got to watch you learn and grow. Now the time is coming soon when I must let you go. But I'm here for you in all that you do. Well, I hope your bridge of rope brings you near to your next chapter of life. Away from here, show your spark, go make your mark. I can't wait. You are left with my respect to do great. Once upon a time I got to watch you learn and grow. Now the time is coming soon when I must let you go. But I'm here for you in all that you do.
Luke O'Shea. So I want to shout out to one of our Shanakees here. You saw him earlier on as Rick Winowski, a very famous performer here in New Jersey, especially down the shore. He's amazing live. I love his voice, love everything about him. And over the years, he's become... Will you be quiet and change your instrument? That's why I'm supposed to be talking, so that you can get ready. So anyway, the trouble is we never know what he's going to say, either in rehearsal or at the show. But let me say that he's become a bit of a brother to me. He's a really kind, wonderful person. And we were very lucky to rope him in for this series of shows in support of the new CD, Know You're Enough. But Rick Winowski is no more now. You're looking at Fergus Shanakee. So this next song we're going to do, John's going to give me the tip when we're ready to go. I want to dedicate it to somebody very special here in the audience today. So this is a guy who was the very first person to ever play one of my original songs with me live. We were down in Cape May. In fact, it was the night we met Mike Montre and Jen for the first time. And this guy, I've known him since June of 2012. And he's been by my side for a lot of my musical escapades. And we still work together at the Einstein Alley Musicians Collaborative. But this is his favorite song of mine. It was his birthday yesterday. He's getting married to the love of his life in 2 weeks. I want to dedicate this song to the wonderful, my brother from another mother, Gary Pearsall, and soon to be Meg Pearsall. Give them a big round of applause. Let me grab some water. I don't know what it's like down there, lads, but the sweat is pouring out of us up here. Oh, Lord. Great God of James. This is a song that I wrote with my buddy Mark Swirsky, the very first song we wrote. He's not here today, but Alan is here in his place. So, Alan, make sure you tell him the girl did good if I do good, and even if I do bad, tell him the girl did good. This is a song called Moments. Lost on my own, struggling against the dark sea, in a battered old boat full of shattered old dreams that never belonged to me. So far off course, losing all hope. It's hard to live like this and be a spiritless shadow of who I once was, drowning in sympathy. But now here you are, like a true North Star. Your light guided me in with a sign. In your shelter, I can breathe once more, a critical moment in time. Sands of life shifting, maybe forever. I couldn't ask for more. I'm changing my course, charting a voyage on my way home to shore. And still here you are, like a true North Star. You bring calm to my turning of tide. In your sunshine, I can feel once more a pivotal moment in time. Such a beautiful moment in time. Simply a moment in time. Ooh, ooh, oh, oh. Yes, I never wear high heels, but we got a new member of the band this year. Changed everything for the Shanakees. Yes, yes, she deserves every single clap you give her. So we've had the honor to add a little bit more estrogen, which was really lacking in the Shanakees. And we added the most amazing woman. She's Italian, but there's a little bit of Irish, and I'm contaminating her as best I can. Please put your hands together for Siobhan Shanakee, also known as Lainey freaking Suki. So because Lainey showed up to the photo shoot in these gorgeous Lainey shoes. Lainey, show them your shoes. Show them your shoes. These were different. You gotta see the shoes. We've had texts about shoes now for about a month, and I perform in Converse. So if you see me hobbling across the stage and getting back up with difficulty, it's all her fault. So now we've come to a very special song. This is the first song we're going to do for you off the new album, Know You're Enough. And I would love to have the honor for the first time ever, and maybe the last time ever, because she's very difficult to get on stage. Please put your hands together for Lauren Rose O'Shea. So this is a really special song. I'm going to send this out to our family back in Ireland who are watching today. My wonderful brother, Steve McNamara, who keeps me sane at the best of times, which is not easy. My nephew, Ian, and his gorgeous girlfriend, Megan. My sister, Christine Collins McCarthy in Limerick. And all the lads, I hope you're still up and not giving Mammy a hard time. That's James, Ellen, and baby Louie. This is a song that I wrote after we tragically lost my mother. And the reason why it's so special to do it for the first time live here is because the last time we were here on the stage in the Saint, as Scott and Mike and Jen and everybody knew, we had the same crew. I'm a creature of habit. I was flying back to Ireland that night because my mother, who had been admitted to hospital with a kidney infection, had just been diagnosed with inoperable terminal cancer. So I left the Saint the day of the shindig, the St. Patrick's Day shindig, and my poor mother passed away to heaven to meet her husband on the 21st of March. So this is a song we wrote for my mother. I'm overjoyed both to be doing it here at the Saint with you guys and to have my beautiful daughter, who's 50 times more talented than I am, join me on the song. Please give her a big round of applause. Waking up in a different world, laying in the rubble of a home that's no longer here. All messed up like a little girl, crying for the mother who used to dry her tears.
Though you can see it
places that never belonged to me.
Down in mercy, rise up in grace.
I'm taking my time in this place to slowly recover, and I'm gonna be okay. I hope you can see that I need to stay here now. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Lauren Rose O'Shea. And just a quick note about that song. I wrote it, of course, with my brother from another mother, Mark Swirsky, who, by the way, is tracking in the studio today, which is where he spends most of his time. But we also had co-writers Jess Best in LA and Carrie Cole in New York, because when I came back from the funeral, I was enrolled in the songwriting class with Carrie Cole and I wanted to cancel it. And she encouraged me not to, and that's what this song came out of. So thank you, Carrie, thank you, Jess, and thank you, Mark. I think that may be my favorite. Well, maybe not my favorite, because I really like the next one too. But it's one of my favorites on the album, and it's, I think, a lovely tribute to my beautiful mother. Okay. So what can we say about the next song? Right. So I have to tell you. So first of all, let me introduce you here to the band leader, who I know is going to give me a litany tomorrow because of all my disasters today. But today we drink, so it's all good. So I want to introduce to you Seamus Shanakee, by the way, whose idea it was that we should all have Shanakee names, and we're loving it. Also known as Marty Mazzio's husband. Marty, did I get it right? Also known as John Mazzio, but he is our band leader. And he's the one that has, taken care of the sound and everything. So far, it's going great. So I think we'll keep you. But the funny thing about John is I had to drag him by the lug of the ear into the studio to play mandolin on this song for the record. And now that we got him bitten by the studio bug, we may never get him out of there again. So before we sing this song for you, also on the new album, and I have to make sure I remember the words. This song was added to the album at the last minute. We took another song off to put it on. It's based on a poem that I wrote for Fiona Prine, who's John Prine's wife, and she is from Donegal. So even though I don't know her personally, she's from the same town as Scott Stamper's people. And when you're Irish in America, sure, we all think we're related. But anyway, I wrote the poem for Fiona after John sadly passed away from COVID last year, which was really tragic for, of course, his family, but for a lot of people in the world who love his music. And I put the poem up on Instagram, and it was like 8 verses or something. So it was like each verse had its own picture because it was too long. And at 7 o'clock in the morning, I got a phone call from Mark, because Mark has little kids, right, Alan? His little kids, he's up in the morning. I'm not up in the morning. I have teenagers. And he calls me, he's like, "Did you write that poem?" And I'm like, "Mark, who do you think wrote the poem? I'm not going to put up a 9-verse poem that someone else wrote." He's like, "We have to make it into a song." Long story short, a week later we had the song, and it's on the album. And it's a dedication to John Prine. Take a little prime time when you're feeling kind of low. The rhythm of his rhyming will make you tap your toe. Words that flow like fine wine will chase away your woe. Spread his love and kindness everywhere you go. Woo! The man, the myth, the legend, he answered every call. From paradise to Nashville and the hills of Donegal,
From Paris in the springtime to Montgomery in the fall, Americana's Shanakee is missed by one and all. The war was lit with candles for every soul he touched, and we all bowed our heads in prayer 'cause he was loved so much. He taught us all to get along with his storied empathy, and sang us back to who we were with songs that set us free. Take a little prime time when you're feeling kind of low. Come on, clap, make you tap your toe. Words that flow like fine wine will chase away your woe. Spread his love and kindness everywhere you go. Woo-hoo! So far beyond his route, across the world in uniform, then in his singing suit. Melodies are peace and souls, and lyrics piercing souls. We still wanna have a go, neither get a hold. Take a little prime time when you're feeling kinda low. The rhythm of his rhyming make you tap your toe. Words that flow like fine wine will chase away your woe. Spread his love and kindness. Oh, spread his love and kindness. Spread his love and kindness everywhere you go. Thank you so much. We love John Prine in this band. We love everything about him. He has a son in the recording studio at the moment, Tommy Prine. Brilliant songwriter. We can't wait to see what Tommy's going to come up with when he comes to the northeast coast. So now we're going to take it down a little bit again. This is the song that we bumped from the CD for prime time. It's a song about getting to a certain age like me and figuring out that you had done what your parents and your husband and your kids needed. And then one day you wake up and you're like, well, what happened? Where am I? And I'm going to sing this song with one of my best friends in the world, who's a magnificent singer. She has the voice of an angel. And we sing together occasionally. But she has her own band and her own wonderful record coming out later in the year. Please put your hands together for my sister friend, Fiona Tyndall. So there's a couple of people I'd like to dedicate this song to. Many of you know that I had a career in medicine. A long time ago, when I told my father I wanted to be a singer in a band, he said, get that shite out of your head, you're going to college and you're going to be a doctor. I said, okay, Daddy, whatever you say. So anyway, at college, I met some very cool people. One of them is Karen McCarthy, who's in New Zealand now, who Fiona also knows. And Karen, I know it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I know you set the clock and you're in New Zealand, and we're thrilled to have you tuning in. I just wish you were here in person. I've known Karen since I was 13. We were in high school together and then medical school. The other person I want to shout out is Carmen Regan, my best friend in medical school, who's also watching from Dublin. And my great friend Cormac O'Donovan, who's watching from Wake Forest. We were all in college together. So lads, this is what happened to me when I woke up and realized that I'd done enough doctoring and I wanted to be a singer. So I don't want to be a bad influence on you, but there's still time. This is called Unbecoming.
Baines, maybe a little bit less guitar, please, in the wedge.
Charlatans and clowns will try to take you down. After many falls, you put up all the walls. of loneliness and doubt, wrapped up in a shroud, underneath the veil, trying to exhale.
And people who expect, without all due respect, that you'll live every day in their specific way, the cord becomes a chain of suffocating pain, with buckets full of tears for all your wasted years.
Unbecoming, set yourself free, you hold the key to become all you can be.
Life shakes you all about and turns you inside out. You grow a thicker skin to not get hurt again, and build an outer shell to save you from the hell of layers of debris that no one else can see.
So teach your children well, don't box them in a cell that stops them going far or limits who they are. Just help them find a way to keep the heart at bay. Even if they bleed, maybe they won't need. Unbecoming, set yourself free, you hold the key to become all you can be. Set yourself free. You hold the key, you hold the key. Ooh, all you can be, all you can be. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Fiona Tyndall.
Thank you.
We're about halfway through, so if you want to go to the bar and grab a drink, the Saint liquor is better than any liquor in Asbury Park. I'd like at this point to thank again Baines down there running sound. Baines, we are really happy up here. I can never hear myself and I can today, so I'm deeply grateful. It's because of my quiet Irish voice. Watch my kids roll their eyes when they hear that. And especially to Thomas McMuffin, who's running the live stream.
Yep.
Tommy, we've a long future ahead together. I hate to break it to you.
Baines, a little more bass in the wedge, please. Thank you.
And I'd like to give a little shout out to my newest friend here today, Jeff Crespi, who's very kindly taken photographs for us. Jeff, thank you so much. It's a joy to have you here. All right, so this next song that we're going to do for you, well, they're all special. They're all like my babies, but this one is super special, and I know that my godfather, Steve McNamara, who the lads all know because they played for him for his 80th birthday here in New Jersey. Steve, this is for you and for my Uncle Jim, who's with him, and any of Steve's family that see this at a later date. A long time ago, Rick Winowski was putting together, not Fergus now, the other fella. He was putting together a beautiful a beautiful tribute to Pat Denizio with the Scotch Plainsmen and Jim Babchak and all the guys. And Paul and I had tickets. We were the first to buy tickets and we're running out the door to go to the benefit. And we got the phone call to say that my Aunt Catherine, Steve's wife, who had been afflicted with ovarian cancer at a very young age, it was her last couple of days. My mom called me. She was distraught. So I said to Paul, let's wait a half an hour before we jump in the car. And this song came out of that half an hour. And the motivation behind it was I was too far away to be with Catherine, but I wanted, you know, she was one of these people who was so kind to everybody. She was a professional in healthcare, and she was kind to patients, she was kind to family, she was kind to everybody, and everybody came before herself. And even on that last Sunday, my mother said, you won't believe, all she's worried about is what message do I want her to bring to your father in heaven? And it's just typical of her. So I thought, how can I help her? What can I do? And I don't even know if she heard the song because she was very sick. But I ended up writing this song, Someone Is Waiting, to try to help her get to where she had to go as softly as possible. And it has resonated with so many people over the last year and a half because of the terrible losses that everybody has endured throughout the pandemic. So it has become a really special song to us. So I was going out today to Steve McNamara, Catherine in Heaven, and all the family. It's called Someone Is Waiting. Someone is waiting on the other side, a soul that is aching to act as your guide. A mother, a daughter, a sister, a wife, an angel is waiting for you. And all of the kindness that you've ever shown is treasured by friends and your family back home. Your legacy's safe here with this precious crew and all who related to you. So shine your light and ease my way in dark of night until the day when you will be waiting for me. Someone is waiting to carry you home, so you won't be making the journey alone. A brother, a father, a husband, a son, an angel is waiting for you. And all of the loving that you've ever known is traveling with you to where you are going. The heavens will open and welcome you to the place created for you. So shine your light and ease my way in So I know Rick shared with you earlier about our moms passing away. I guess this is what happens when you come to see an old band, right, Rick? But I like to imagine that Rick's mom somehow find my mom and that they're up there drinking, what, Baileys? Well, hopefully she taught my mother how to drink it, because I spent years trying to get my mother to catch on to the joys of liquor, but that's a whole other story. But anyway, I like to imagine that Rick's mom and my mom are up there somewhere hanging out, because we're certainly having the crack down here, that's for sure. Okay, so let me introduce you to the last member of the band that you haven't met yet. So back... No, I should have hit the Jameson, that's the problem. So back here, hidden away, always trying to hide on us, is the brilliant Oisin Shanakee, also known as David Ross, the most brilliant drummer in the whole wide world. Give him a big round of applause. So we're desperately trying to get Oisin to start singing. He has a beautiful voice. We're trying to get him out from behind the drums, but for a year and a half we've had no success. But sure, we'll keep working on it. I'm nothing if not persistent, right, David? Okay, now we've a very special song coming up. It's not on the album. It's one of the older ones. And I got the best compliment ever on my songwriting for this song. And I'm not like blowing. The crowd in Ireland are now listening to her with the big head. No, it's not like that. We were driving back from the studio in Long Branch, Joey DeMayo's place down there in Long Branch, and my daughter was 13 at the time, and we were playing back the track, you know, the rough in the car. And she said to me, "Mom, every 13-year-old should hear this song." And I thought, that's the biggest compliment that any songwriter anywhere could ever get. It doesn't matter who you are. But it's a song about kindness, and I am going to dedicate it today to some very special people in Dublin. So a year ago, I don't know if you saw on my Facebook post yesterday, a year ago I met this family in Dublin, Lindsay O'Donovan's beautiful family. And she has this son called Jack, who has the most fabulous smile I've ever seen in my life. And Jack was raising funds for people that had helped him with some of his health issues. And surrounded by Jack are three little angel sisters of his called Robin, Katie, and Sophie. So this song about kindness, I'm sending to some of the kindest people I know, the O'Donovan family in Dublin. And Lindsay and I are working on a special project. So Lindsay, I promise you, once I get off the stage today, I'll get back to work and we'll get our job done by September. That's a promise. Okay, this is called Please Be Kind.
Baines, acoustic guitar.
I didn't even have a drink.
Yeah, who said that? It's the band's mom. It's the Shanakees band's mom. Stand up there and introduce yourself. Woohoo! She's adopting me tonight, apparently. So this is Laney's mom, lads. You're dead right. We should have given him liquor before he stood up there. Okay, let's try again. So please be kind.
What song is this?
When you're down on the floor, there's nowhere to go. Something has stolen your life, and you're feeling so low that your mind's running slow. It's hard to know if you're alright. So I've been there before when you're cut to the core. Nothing can bring back your smile. Please don't go back for more. You can't settle that score. Rest up and stay here a while. You know I am here to help ease your mind when you're talking to yourself. Please be kind. So I had work to do, but then I made it through, and now I am living out loud. If it happens to you and you make it too, be the rainbow in somebody's cloud. When you've suffered enough through the times that were tough, to to get back your rhythm and rhyme. And the language of love helps you rise up above. Pay it forward one smile at a time. You know I am here to help ease your mind when you're talking to yourself. Please be kind. When you're down on the floor, there's nowhere to go. Something has stolen your life. If your world is dark and cold, lost inside, be the friend you want to hold. By your side, you know I am here to help ease your mind when you're talking to yourself. Please be kind. Please be kind. Please be kind. For the O'Donovan family in Dublin, I'll see you lads when I'm home the next time.
Sorry, guys. I'm getting a little old. Oh, thank you. I've had enough of this shite. You mean, am I getting double this time? Because I'm getting shite. Oh, shite.
What? People are getting paid?
I have to do something with you. You're so good. This band has been rehearsing, by the way, since May. So we've worked really hard, and I could not be more honored than to be surrounded by these magnificent musicians who also happen to be magnificent people. I'm hoping if I compliment Mazio enough today that the litany will get shorter tomorrow, because I know I'm in for it. I'm going to get killed. So if we never do another show again, it'll be because Mazio put me in a coffin, okay? But anyway, yeah, we're coming back to the bitter end in the fall, so we'll let you all know. We hope you'll all come with us there. We'll have a few new songs by then. I think Mazio and I are working on a doozy right now, but we're not allowed to tell anybody yet. Anyway, so... Yeah, Holy Secrets, but it's a good song. It's going to be good, Mazio. It's going to be a good one. All right, so this is a great point in the show because there's one cover song on the album, and I got to do it with... Everybody knows that I'm a mad Mike Montre fan. Even in Ireland, Mike, they all have your CDs because they're so sick of listening to me. But Mike Montre very kindly came to the studio and did this next song with myself and Mark. We had a ball. And so I'm going to ask Mike Montre to come to the stage now to do this next song with me. Oh, he still has his show gear on. I'm thrilled. Wait till the Irish crowd see this Helen singing with a real musician. This guy's, he's the real deal, everybody at home in Ireland. Mike Montre Band. You saw him earlier with Jen Augustine. Jen, you go out, buy his record, stream his stuff. I told him in the green room, if I ever give up this music thing, which I'm not going to, but I would manage him and get him where Dave Matthews is, because as good as Dave Matthews is, nothing can touch Mike Montre in my book.
Thank you. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, he's young enough to see
laminated.
the type. He's young enough to see the type. Anyway, so I want to dedicate this song today to the biggest Jason Isbell fan in the room besides me. It's Nancy Sylvester, so this is going to be for Nancy and Dave. And I know that watching on the live stream, who couldn't be here today, is a past Shanakee. We called him Kieran Shanakee. So Drew, wherever you are in Florida in the sun with your computer, we're going to dedicate this one to Drew Turok as well, who introduced me to Jason Isbell. This, in my humble opinion, is the most beautiful love song ever written. I'm going to dedicate it to my husband, Paul O'Shea. So a big hand for, please, Mr. Mike Montre, and we'll get into it right away.
hand on the gun. You can't trust anyone. You were so sure what you needed was more. You tried to shoot out the sun. Days when we raged, we flew off the page. Such damage was done. You made it through, 'cause somebody knew you were meant for someone. Sorry. Go leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room. Someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. Cold in this house, and I ain't going out to chop wood. Cover me up, know you're enough to use me for good.
Test, and I tore off your dress in Richmond on high. But I sobered up, I swore off that stuff forever this time. The old lovers say, I thought it'd be me who helped him get home. Was a dream, one I'd never seen till you came along. So go hang your dress up to dry, we ain't leaving this room till Percy Priest breaks open wide and the river runs through. Carries this house on the stones like a piece of driftwood. Cover me up, I know you're enough to use me for good. So go leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room till someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in this house, and I ain't going out to chop wood. Cover me up, know you're enough to use me for good.
Mike Montre. I guess that means you shouldn't ask people that they're your idol to do a song with you, because I'm standing here waiting to hear that magnificent voice, not realizing that I completely forgot the chorus. So Nancy and David, I apologize profusely, and we won't screw it up the next time. That's a promise. Okay, so this next song is, we're near the end, don't worry. You'll get to where you're going. This next song I'm really proud of for two reasons. Number one, every version of the Shanakees band has said, Helen, will you please stop writing ballads? We'd like to rock out. We'd like to be able to play a bit of music, like, you know? And so I decided to write this song that was faster, but they all my songs have to have a message. Listen, I'm old. I'm not going to waste my breath on, you know, Bieber stuff, You Think You Love You or whatever. I have to have a message in my songs. So this one was really meant for people to understand. I mean, it's self-explanatory, the song, but it's a very simple concept. You only need one good friend, one partner. For those of you who think you need more, you don't. One is enough to handle. If you get the right one, one is enough to handle one job, one car. You can't drive two cars at the same time. But anyway, I thought I had this little ditty going into the studio, and then it got what the band called Swirsky-sized. So Mark Swirsky got his hands on it, himself and Joe DeMeo. And then they brought in Tommy LaBella with the saxophone. And you know, I'm Irish, I sing Irish hymn songs with a fiddle. And here's this guy with the saxophone all over my song. They played it back for me in the studio. And I was like, oh, no, we can't do that. I can't pull that off. And it was good old Joseph DeMeo that talked me down off the ledge and said, Helen, just let it go. It sounds amazing. And it turns out it's my husband's and my brother's favorite song that I ever wrote. And I want to dedicate it today to a bunch of very special women. I call them my brandy babes. One of them is definitely watching online. I'm sure she'll tell the others. But we're going to dedicate this one today to Rose, Mary Alice, Judith, Ruthie, Lizanne, and Suzanne. And I'll talk to you all next week. And your CDs are going out in the mail next week as soon as this is over. So we're going to do for you now Only One. One like mine. One is all you need, all you need. All you need is one, only one. If it's not your door, don't knock anymore. You're too good to ignore, don't you know? Longing to belong, sometimes get it wrong. Time to move along. Just let go. If you're old and wise, learn to roll the dice till you find the one, and you search. Search is done. One is all you need, all you need. All you need is one, only one. Hey, if it's not your door, don't knock anymore. You're too good to ignore, don't you know? Longing to belong, sometimes get it wrong. Time to move along. One break, one chance that you take. One smile, one friend, one love to the end. One is all you need, all you need. All you need is one, only one. I said one is all you need, all you need. All you need is one, only one. You are just the most magnificent audience we've ever had. And I'd like you, I know you're tired from clapping, but would you please give a special round of applause for Seamus Shanakee for that magnificent performance. We've got, I think, one more and a surprise one, so that's probably two total. All right. So, is there anyone in the house called Dawn, like D-A-W-N, Dawn, like the morning time? Okay, come over here. There's a little step over here. You can bring your handbag. It's the saint. No one's going to steal your handbag. Come on. Dawn, come on up here. Wait. Now, I have never met you before, have I not? No. Okay, and I'm not going to do any tricks because I'm not good at that kind of stuff. But Dawn, I heard a rumor last night after my power went out, just before my basement flooded. I heard that Lainey's friend Dawn, lads, and let this be a lesson to you, Nancy Sylvester and Fiona Tyndall. Dawn downloaded the entire set list on Spotify, and she learned all the words of our songs so that she could sing them at the show today. So there's some girls in the audience that might want to take a lesson from Miss Dawn here. Dawn, we have a little gift for you on behalf of the Shanakees. Lainey's going to present it to you. Please give Dawn a big round of applause, and we need to find 1,000 more Dawns so that we can make another record. Thank you so much, Dawn. So this is the last song that we're going to do from the album. It's a very special song. Nobody heard it before Friday. It came out brand new on Friday on the album itself. It wasn't a single or anything. It was a secret song. And I wrote it for this very special man that I met in 1985. And some days I hate his guts. And some days he cannot stand to look at me. But we still managed to be together. And over the pandemic, in all seriousness now, I mean, I tell an awful lot of stories about him that are funny, but this is a serious story. Over the pandemic, there were so many losses of so many things. Obviously life, but so many things were lost. And this man that I've been with since 1985, I watched him carry his company of 25 people and his family of the four of us through the pandemic with such grace and such dignity. And I just love him 10 times more now than I did all those years ago. And it occurred to me, you know, we do an awful lot of, I've been to a few funerals, as you've probably guessed from the set. And it really annoys me to hear people get up and say the things that they should have said to people when they were alive. It's too late, they're gone. It's like Tanya Tucker says, bring my flowers now while I'm living. If you have something nice to say to them, say it today. Don't be waiting to do the big speech in the church. So instead of doing a big speech in the church, which I won't do because I'll probably pass away before him because he's much more healthy than me, I wrote a song called Hey Darlin' that takes everything I feel about this man when I'm not pissed off at him, and I'm going to share it with you now. Hey Darlin'. Hey darling, when you cast your charm, you knew I'd keep you safe from harm. I'm learning to embrace the calm now that I found my home in your arms. Oh baby, took so long to find your crazy heart and your brilliant mind. So maybe
We'll make up lost time. I am yours and you know you are mine. You're my one true love from heaven above. My bright north star, still raising the bar. You're my closest friend, my world till it ends. You answered my call, you stayed through it all. My rock, my soft place to fall. Hey honey, you get so much right. Still the voice of reason when we fight. It's sunny when you hold me tight. May we always be each other's light. Oh sweetheart, we still feel the same. To the reasons of this lifelong game. Our secret is our constant aim. To love more every day. Oh come what may. You're my one true love from heaven above. My bright north star, still raising the bar. You're my closest friend, my world till it ends. You answered my call, you stayed through it all. My rock, my soft place to fall. Hey darling, when you cast your charm, you knew I'd keep you safe from harm. You're learning to embrace the calm, 'cause you found your home in my arms. You're my one true love from heaven above. My bright north star, still raising the bar. You're my closest friend, my world till it ends. You answered my call, you stayed through it all. My rock, my soft place to fall. Thank you so much. Okay, so for anybody who's interested in buying the album or any of our albums, Lauren is back there at the merch table. She has all of them there, but the one that has all the new songs on it is Know You're Enough. There's also some CDs by Mike Montre back there. I highly recommend you get at least one, if not all of them. You will not be disappointed. And we have one more song for you before we send you all home. And there's going to be another show here at the Saint tonight, because when they open big, and they're filling the whole of Asbury Park with music today, all day and all night. So one more round of applause for the Saint, please. For Tommy, for Baines, for Scott, for whoever's working the bar today. I can't see, maybe Jason, I'm not sure. Jason's down there somewhere. And we're going to go out on a very special song by a very special songwriter. And for that, we need to bring back to the stage Fiona Tyndall, Voice of an Angel. Come to the stage, Fiona, wherever you are.
Come on up, Fiona.
And Mike Montre. And Mike Montre, don't be distracting me this time now so that I don't screw it up. Jen Augustine. I'm losing my mind. Jen, welcome back to the stage. This woman's voice is one of my favorites in the whole of New Jersey. This will be for you and Mike. Fiona, you come on my mic. Lauren's not coming. Okay, so, and we're all getting old, so we probably will need the lyrics. But anyway, even though I'm from Ireland and I'm a big Van Morrison fan, I was introduced to this song by Seamus Shanakee here, John Mazzio, in our other band, Shenanigans, Songs of Ireland, Old and New. So, John, do you want to say a couple of words? Just say a couple of words about Irish Heartbeat and why you like the song.
Well, I had a very close friend of mine in high school. His name was Eamon McEnany, obviously an Irish fella, and you know, he was a huge, a great poet and a huge Van Morrison fan. So whenever I listened to Van Morrison, I always think of him. And he was a special guy, a tremendous athlete. He played lacrosse at Cornell and actually won a couple of national titles with the Cornell lacrosse team and stuff. But sadly, he was one of the people lost in the 9/11 terrorist attacks. So when in the other band, Shenanigans, Helen was asking us all to come up with a song, a special song that we wanted to sing, you know, that meant something to us and with special people and all. And so this was the song I came up with. And I also want to quick say, I know speaking of special people, I have my cousins, Ange and Ray, who are on the live stream. So Ange and Ray, I hope you're still there. I hope you're out there. Love you, and, you know, our best wishes are going to both of you. So.
Oh, won't you stay a while with your old ones? Don't ever stray so far from your old ones.
Because the world is so cold, don't care nothing for your soul. You share with your own ones.
Don't rush away. Rush away from your home. Just one more day. One more day with your own.
'Cause the world is so cold, don't care nothing for your soul. You share with your home.
There's a stranger, and he's standing outside your door. Might be your best friend, might be your brother, you may never know.
So everybody in Ireland, I'm going back to my own ones. Come back to talk a while with my own ones. 'Cause the world is so cold, don't care nothing for your soul. You share with your own ones.
There's a stranger, and he's standing outside your door. Might be your best friend, might be your brother, you may never know. Oh, won't you stay one more day with your own ones? Don't rush away, rush away from your own ones. This whole world is so cold, it don't care nothing for your soul that you share with your own ones. Won't you stay one more day with your own ones? Rush away from your own ones. This whole world is so cold, it don't care nothing for your soul. You share
Don't rush away. Big shout out to Mike Montre and Jen Augustine. Find them on Spotify. Go on the website. They got a whole bunch of shows coming up. I'll be at as many of them as I can. The wonderful Fiona Tyndall new album coming out in the summer. I've heard a small preview. It is stunning. Cannot wait for that to come out. Rick Winowski is just back. He just came back in the door, who opened the show for us.
Where is he?
Also known as Fergus Shanakee, we're keeping him. Oisin Shanakee on the drums. John Mazio, Seamus Shanakee, the band leader and the person who keeps the whole show running. Give him a big round of applause. Lainey Broga Suki. If you don't know what Broga are, no, they think I'm saying brogue. But what you guys don't know over there, the Suki clan, Broga happens to be the Irish word for shoes. So we're calling her Siobhan Broga Shanakee because Lainey, like, John's all about the bass amp and oh my God. And I'm like, can I remember the lyrics? And she's like, what shoes will I wear? So Siobhan Broga Shanakee, please give her a big, big round of applause. And I have a message. Don't anyone move now because this is a very important message that I wasn't going to share, but I am now. I was in medicine for years and I worked hard at it and I hope I made a difference somewhere along the line. It was my father's dream for me. When he passed away, I got to start working on my own dream, no offense to him, and to be fair to him in heaven, he's made things very easy for me. But to all of you out there who are listening and looking and wondering what's out there for you, I started in music after my 50th birthday when we had to move from Montreal to Princeton, and I thought my life was over, and a door opened, and here we are. My 60th birthday was at the end of June. If this is 60, guys, I wish I had got here 30 years earlier. So if you have a dream, get off your ass and take one small step in the direction of your dream. And for God's sake, don't die with the music inside you. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming out. We'll see you in New York at the bitter end, if not before, but we're going to have a whole slew of shows in the fall. We hope you'll come out and join us. You're great crack. Thank you all so much. Good night.
City at night, you can't see the stars from the neon light. Sidewalks dirty and the river's worse. Underground trains all run in reverse.
Oh, there we go. All right. Once again, thank you so much for attending today, supporting live music. It is so good to be back on this stage. Rock on, everybody. Safe trip home. Thank you.
So many people with so much to do. Winter so cold, my hands turn blue. Old men sleeping on the filthy ground. They spend the whole day just walking around. Nobody else here seems to care. They walk right past them like they ain't even there. The last of my kind. Am I the last of my kind? Daddy said the river would always lead me home, but the river can't take me back in time. And Daddy's dead and gone, and the family farm's a parking lot for Walton's 5 and dime. Am I the last of my kind? Am I the last of my kind? I tried to go to college, but I didn't belong. Everything I said was either funny or wrong. Laughed at my boots, laughed at my jeans, laughed when they gave me amphetamine. Left me alone in a bad part of town, 36 hours to come back down. Am I the last of my kind? Am I the last of my kind? Mama says God won't give you too much to bear. Might be true in Arkansas, but I'm a long, long way from there. And that whole world's an old and faded picture in my mind. Am I the last of my kind? Am I the last of my kind? Am I the last of my kind? Am I the last of my kind?
Well, I snuck to a window to leave her a note. Will you come meet me at the back of the grove? All the trees were in bloom, that sweet smell in the air. We were trembling together. We were young, we were scared, yeah. True love, hard to find. I can smell those orange blossoms. I can see us standing here. When I smell those orange blossoms, then I'm there. We swam in the lake. We watched fireflies by night. She was my princess, and I was her knight.